reminds me with what I've been saying.
Yeah.
Sarah, definitely. Sarah is the only person who wasn't. Yeah, Sarah, tell me.
We have introduction, we have body, and we
Yes.
have conclusion.
Very
In
good.
introduction,
Three paragraphs.
we have to write in introduction 5 lines at least. We have to keep a space.
I didn't say that. I
5
didn't.
or 6 lines. If it's depends on how many words I write in this in the line.
Okay.
I usually write in the line. So if I write 10 words, because my line is a little smaller, so I can write 10 words at in each line. I can write 5 lines.
Nine.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That would be
For
good.
introduction, we have 2 ways to write: A and A plus. A, I can't remember. A plus, general something.
Here it is. A is a paraphrase. You just paraphrase the writing prompt, yeah? And A plus, you choose. Either you paraphrase the sentence or the writing prompt, or B, which is to give a general statement. So, for example, if your writing is about the tourism or tourists in your country, and you want to give a general statement about it, what would you say?
Is it for me?
Yeah, any one of you. So what would you say?
If it's about tourist,
Yes. Tourism.
Yes. In my country.
Yes. Give a general statement about this topic, please.
My income, my country income, and depend on the succeed.
شوية please معلش قولي تاني كده. My country, this is not a general statement. This is talking about the small thing. A general statement means you generalize tourism overall, a big idea about tourism. You can either define it, okay? You can either define it. Define means you give the definition, or you can talk about the importance of tourism in any and every country, or you can talk about tourists all over the world, okay? But again, make sure you mention a general statement. General statement means you do not specify it on a certain country or in a certain place. You give a general statement about tourism overall. Don't talk about your country and don't talk about any other country. Just talk about tourism in general. So?
Tourism is a tourism is a great
Tourism is useful for any country or for
You know what? For that, I believe, guys, you need to learn a higher range of vocabulary. But anyway, let me think along with you. Okay, so we have Osama now. Osama has joined our class today for the writing. Okay, hello Osama, how are you? Osama, hello? Can you hear me? And your microphone is already open. Hello Osama? Osama, assalamu alaikum. Seems that he cannot talk. Okay, so at least you can hear me, right? You can answer me on the WhatsApp, Osama.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you?
Fine, alhamdulillah. How are you too?
Have you among us here? I'm good, great. Thank you very much, Osama.
Thank
well, Osama will continue or will start our writing lesson today with us, and he's going to continue the whole writing class, inshallah, till the end. All right? Osama, we have Sarah and we have Hiba. Sarah lives in Canada and she's a housewife. And Hiba, she's an English teacher and she lives in Riyadh too. Okay, Riyadh, right, Hiba?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. And Osama, would you please quickly introduce yourself because I don't want to cut the class.
Okay, first of all, I am 32 years old and I am working in Saudi Arabia in Riyadh, especially in Riyadh. I am working as an accountant.
Great, nice to meet you and nice to teach you, Usam.
Thank you.
My pleasure. All right, so again, let me give him the brief of the class today. Usam, again, we were discussing how can you do a very good writing essay. And again, let me say that the writing, any writing, we have two types of writings, task 1 and task 2. Have you ever had this test before, Osama?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know about task 1 and task 2, general or academic, yours?
General.
Okay, great. So for task 1, it should be a letter, and for task 2, it will be an essay, right? You know this?
Right, yeah.
Great. For task 1, we need to write a letter. For task 2, a letter in 20 minutes, and for task 2, an essay for 40 minutes. And again, the format of writing a letter, I said that. First, we have to start with the, Usama? First,
Yeah.
Introduction paragraph. And then you go for the
two body paragraph.
Not necessarily to be 2. It must be more than 3 at least. And the third one is conclusion paragraph. So the first should be the introduction, then the body, then the conclusion. So you know it all. This is what we were talking about all that time. Okay? And I told them that you have to leave a blank line between the paragraphs. In the beginning of every paragraph, you have to leave a 4-finger space indent, so you cannot write at the beginning of the line. Okay? Here in the first line, 4-finger space indent, you start in here, Usama. Okay? Yeah. And then after you finish your introduction, you leave a blank line to tell them that I'm going to move to my body paragraph. And again, in the first line, I start with a 4-finger space indent, then I start from the beginning of the line till the end of my paragraph, then I move to another paragraph and the third paragraph. Okay? Okay, great. So for the introduction, what should I do? Your introduction must contain the following. Number 1, here I was just explaining how can I make a good introduction. You have many ways to do a very, very good introduction. Number 1, by paraphrasing. And paraphrasing means you read the writing prompt or the writing question that is given to you. Okay? And then you rewrite it using your own words. Or you rewrite it using different vocabulary words. It can be different vocabulary words using synonyms, antonyms. Or you change the whole grammar structure by, for example, replacing a noun, a statement that starts with a noun, let it start with a verb. You can, for example, replace the adjective with an adverb and vice versa. You can remove the prepositions and the noun or the prepositional phrase, preposition and noun, and replace them with a possessive, like, for example, the tombs of the kings. It can be the king's tombs, right? The tomb is the place where they bury their dead bodies, okay? So this is some kind of a paraphrasing. So all you have to do is to write in your own words. And or if you don't, if you find it really difficult for you to paraphrase the writing prompt which is given to you, you can use another technique, which is giving a general statement. And I was asking them, my general statement talks about tourism. So the whole topic is about tourism. What general statement can you give about tourism? Any idea, Osama?
The benefits of tourism, the advantages for the income of the country,
Yes. Like what? Give me a general statement. Tell me what you're going to write in your introduction.
There is an improving and
easy. Don't panic. Okay.
Okay.
And again, remember, Osama, we're human beings. We make mistakes, and we're here to learn. All right. So it's no problem to make mistakes, and I check your mistakes. Those two guys too make a lot of mistakes, so don't worry. All right. Don't worry, please.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
take it easy.
I can say that tourism has improved recent years or all over the years in my country, for example,
Right.
or,
This is
or
the
in main country.
mistake that your colleague has just made, which is talking about a specific country. Don't forget that this is a general statement. So general means that you don't have to specify certain country. You speak about the whole, the tourism in general. Don't mention a country or don't limit your words or your choices or your topic in a certain area or a certain country. This you shouldn't do. For example, if I'm going to write about tourism, okay, I can say that tourism plays a very important part in every country's economics or financial status. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be my general statement. And now, if you notice, I did not specify any countries. I just gave a general idea that goes for every tourist in the whole world and for every tourism topic in the whole world. I didn't mention general idea means this sentence can apply on many cases, not on a specific part or a specific country. Yes.
Yeah, but I think that including economics in the sentence, that means that I will talk about it, a specific topic
Yes.
in this. But like now it's not a general sentence for
Yes.
me. The specific one.
That's a good thing. But again, if your topic is about tourism and how does it affect countries, so you can say that this could be part of your general statement. It also supports many other aspects or many other income or many other sides in countries' profits or in countries' provisions or economical provisions. All right.
So can we say that tourism is playing a significant role?
Very good.
In economics in ايه راحت ما جاتش.
Again, you don't want to specify the economics, so you can talk in general. You can say, for example, that tourism plays a significant part in the development of each or every country.
Right? Yeah.
So this development can be what, and what, financial, social, medical, whatever you want to talk about, okay? So again, a general statement. And then in your introduction, and I'm still in the introduction part, in your introduction, you must include a thesis statement. 2, thesis statement. Yes. And what do I mean by the word thesis statement? This topic asks you to give your opinion, then you have to mention your opinion. And after you mention your opinion, you tell us why do you think that this is your opinion. In 2 brief ideas. Again, why do you think that this is your opinion? In brief ideas. These ideas you're going to use later on in your body paragraph. So, for example, you can say that tourism is really important in developing every country. So, it helps financially. Also, it helps politically. It helps in developing culturally. or it develops the cultural background. All right. And what else? I can say these three. And then in my body paragraph, I will talk about each and every point of these. And by that, I would have to write 3 paragraphs on each one of these. How does it help financially? How does it help politically? And how does it help in as a cultural background or in developing and mingling the cultures together and in exchanging cultures, traditions, languages, and so on. Okay?
Okay.
But for the body, for the introduction, you have to know what should you include in the introduction. So these points are the most important points, all right, in writing an introduction. This was the easiest part in the writing, by the way, because now I'll have to move to the body. And how do I write a very good body paragraph or / paragraphs? Because in the IELTS, you cannot write one body paragraph, okay? So let's move to how to brainstorm your ideas or how to generate your ideas and how to use the mind map for your ideas. Now, if I will start my topic saying that there's no doubt that tourism plays an important part, or this was your writing prompt, that tourism plays an important part in every country's development, right? And then some people believe that there are many advantages for tourists to visit their countries, while others believe that there are so many disadvantages for foreigners from outside the country. What's your opinion? And give as many examples as possible. So we need to think about this topic together, right?
Yeah.
So first of all you have to do is to think what are the advantages and Salamat Osama, and what are the disadvantages. Later on, you have to decide what is your point of view. What do you think is the right thing? Where do you stand? Which one weighs more? Is it the advantages or the disadvantages? After you write them down, at that moment, you will decide what is your opinion. That is why I'm telling you that you need to know your opinion before you start writing, because your opinion, remember, you need to include your opinion where? In the
Body.
excellency.
Yeah.
So here, in order to write a very good body paragraph, or, oh sorry, this is my mind map. So, it's mainly about tourism. And I want to talk about advantages, disadvantages here. Advantages. And here, disadvantages. By the way, I can paraphrase these 2 words and write merits, demerits. Demerits, yes. Merits and demerits.
Can I use pros and cons?
Yeah. Drawbacks or cons. Here pros. Reasons why you are with. And here comes reasons why you're against. Okay? Now, the skeleton that I was talking about is, number one, you have to write a main idea. This should be your shape. Main idea. From this main idea, at least 3 supporting details. Supporting detail 1, supporting detail 2, supporting detail 3. For this supporting detail 1, you can give examples. So that would be example 1, EJ, for example. Supporting detail 2, example 2. Supporting detail 3, example 3. So, again, this would be my first main idea. In your first main idea, you have to give 3 supporting details and 3 examples for each supporting detail.
Okay.
I will give you a very simple example of how to write supporting details. Now, if we're discussing the advantages of tourism in our country, and what did we say in number 1? The advantages that it can support the country economically, right? And it helps in the cultural exchange or exchanging cultures. Okay? Yeah. So can you give me supporting details to the cultural exchange? An example, don't forget.
Learning language.
Okay, so for cultural exchange, we can talk about language learning. What else?
Ethnic food.
Sorry?
The ethnic food.
Okay, so getting to know what is their cultural and traditional. Yes. Cuisines and food. What else?
Ethnic, it's not or ethnic, it's not
proper. It's not a very proper.
Okay.
Properly used in the context. So,
okay.
What else?
Customs.
Yes. So they can give you very good ideas about their outfits, their traditions, and wearing their clothes, right? Which is the costume. Yeah.
Discovering the places.
Other religions, right? You get to know more about other religions. General knowledge, right? General knowledge about their currency, their flag, their gestures, their as we said, their language, their what else?
Places.
Their
Places
dances, their music. Yes.
Places and cities.
Sorry.
Places and cities.
Places and cities, very good, excellent. They're most interesting places, the touristic places in their countries, and more. So religions and general knowledge overall.
So, Hand, please, I just got confused.
Yeah.
I'm talking about being a tourist, or having some tourist in my country.
The topic was very clear. Receiving tourists to your country, in your country. Yeah?
Okay.
So, what are the advantages? Some people say that there are so many advantages of receiving tourists to your country, while others oppose this idea and say that this is of no use and it may destroy the whole country. So, in what way, or what's your opinion about this? Where do you stand is what we're doing now, okay? We're weighing the advantages and disadvantages. This would be my first main idea. This is main idea one. What is that? Does this mean that this would be my first body paragraph? Yes. Did I write this out? Yes. And there's something else that I didn't write. You know what is it?
What?
What did I miss?
Example?
Excellent. Hibas. These are the examples. Number one, costumes. Give me an example of costumes.
In Indian, they sari.
Yes. So
In Indian, they regularly will put on their sari.
okay, so you can say that since I'm living in Saudi Arabia and we have a lot of cultural exchange and we are exposed to many different cultures, I have learned about the Indian costume because my colleagues are mostly Indians and they're always wearing their saris in the International Day, which is held annually in our school, for example, right? That would be a very good example that you can talk about. For traditional cuisine and food.
Here, kapsa.
So, I will give you...
Kapsa, each country have its traditional food.
Each country have or has?
Each country has.
Yes.
Has.
Okay.
Its traditional food.
Excellent. So I can give you, can you guys give me an example of a traditional food? What can you mention as an example?
Egypt, ملوخية, and
No. What would you write as a sentence? For example, I will give you an example now, saying that I didn't know about so many traditional Saudi dishes, except for when I came to Saudi Arabia to live in, right? Like, for example, I didn't know how to cook jarish, for example. I didn't know how to cook jarish between brackets, okay? Until I came to Saudi Arabia and I learned how do they cook this very tasty dish, okay? And that would be a very good example too.
Okay.
And so you do the same you do for each and every supporting detail. And that would be my paragraph one. I know that the first question that would jump out to your mind right now is, would I find enough time to do this all? My answer would be, practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. So the secret here is practice. The more you will practice and the more you will manage your time, get yourself practicing to manage your time, the easier it will be. So my advice to you, please, this is not like the speaking part. There in the speaking part, you used to skip assignments. However, it wasn't in your side, it wasn't to your benefit. But now we want to be able to do this. You have to send me writings on daily basis, please. Okay? And you have to get them evaluated so that you can write better and better next time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so here, the cultural change. Would I move to something else? Yes, I would do the same. Or what else? I said number one was culture change. Number two, exchange. Number two was, which benefits did I talk about? Economical.
Iconic.
Yes. Economical benefits. And I will give supporting details. An example, supporting detail 1, supporting detail 2, supporting detail 3, examples for each, okay? And that would be my first part. My second part, the disadvantages. What do you think the disadvantages of receiving guests in your country or tourists to your country? What impact could guests put
increasing in the income?
I say disadvantages.
Disadvantage. Okay.
Diseases.
Demerits.
Diseases.
Huh?
Diseases, yeah.
Diseases,
Okay, that's a good point. So
Yeah.
there are some.
like in Hajj.
Yes, very good. So number one, issues. Number two, what else?
Unwanted habits.
Sorry?
Unwanted habits.
Okay.
Traditions, maybe.
Which we say that they may act as weird stuff,
Unsuitable. I can say unsuitable habits.
which is improper.
Improper.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
improper. Some improper
Habits.
behavior. Yeah, behavior. So improper habits or
Behaviors.
behaviors. Okay? And we can give many examples. Supporting details, examples. And the examples are many in Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurghada.
Yes.
So here, I'm
schools.
not. Yes.
You know, in schools I can meet different nationalities, and each nationality has many advantages.
Advantages, yes. Yes.
Yes.
So here, Hind, we still are not talking about a specific country. I'm talking like if I live in Saudi Arabia, if I live in Canada, if I live in blah blah blah.
Egypt,
So yeah. So I'm in general way, not
Yes, unless they
specific.
ask you to write about your own country, that would be a different issue.
Okay.
And if you're your own country, then you can do the same mind map.
Okay.
But again, here, after looking at this, how many advantages did you find and how many disadvantages did you find? And then you have to think about where exactly should I stand now? Should I be with or against? Which weighs more, advantages or disadvantages? What do you think? For example, Sarah, are you with or against receiving guests, tourists to your country?
I agree because advantage.
No, because it's now. You are with.
So I agree.
Okay. Hiba?
Agree, of course.
Great, you're with. Osama?
Completely agree.
Okay. Some people might feel hesitated after writing this. So they can write their opinion openly. And they can say that, well, the whole thing has many advantages and disadvantages. And in this essay, I would say that I agree on receiving tourists to my country, conditioned that, whatever. All right? So you can give a hint in your introduction that, well, I am here and I'm here too. I'm with the advantages and I'm against the disadvantages. Okay?
Okay.
So, but for this, if it is an argumentative essay, advantages, disadvantages, make sure that you write at least 2 paragraphs for the advantages, 1 paragraph for the disadvantages. Okay? What should I write in the conclusion then? In the conclusion, you simply put a mirror to what you've written in the introduction. The conclusion is a mirror to what you've written in the introduction. And again, you will need to learn to paraphrase what you've written in your introduction. Exactly what you've written in the intro, but in different language. No, not in different language, not in French or in Spanish, in different words. Okay? So use different synonyms, different antonyms, different way, different grammar structure. Okay?
Inshallah.
Inshallah, yeah.
Inshallah.
It seems to be a little bit challenging and a little bit difficult, but the more you practice, the better you will master this. Okay? And I promise you, the more you will practice, the better and the faster the whole process will be. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Now I'm going to teach you how to do the paraphrasing. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Great.
We are ready all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm afraid that you may be ready sometimes, but you do not feel like you're overloaded with my information that I gave today. Inshallah. So I need to share my screen. Oops. We only have 3 minutes left. Okay, can we go now and come back after 5 minutes again? These 40
Okay, can you take a photo for the board, please, for us?
Sorry, again?
Take a photo for the board.
A screenshot? Oh, right, no problem. So you can't take a screenshot?
Okay.
That sounds weird.
It's recording Heba already.
But I can't see the board.
Okay.
I use my cell
I'll
phone.
send it to you on the group. And Osama, I need to add you to my group there.
The same group, or you will make a new one?
No, the same group. I will, eliminate the guys who are not going to complete with us. Okay? And I don't know why didn't Hanan attend today. So it's only 2 minutes left. Let's go now and come back after 5 minutes again. Okay?
Okay.
So it's 43, 48, inshallah, we'll meet again. Osama, you have my room number, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so after 5 minutes, we're going to meet. Thank you very much. See you.
Thanks.
Very
See
soon.
you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Bye.